Oh, so he didn't come?
No, his shift changed at work,
Oh,
and unfortunately he couldn't make it.
yeah, okay.
Well, I could just leave my purse there, it doesn't matter. Do you mind if I leave my stuff here?
No.
Alright. Sorry, I have an injured foot, so I'm not doing too fast.
Would you like a drink or anything like that?
Yeah, water would be great. Yes, thank you. Hi, baby. Guys? It wasn't too bad, because there's no traffic now, so it's a lot better.
Oh, good.
I was gonna come earlier, but I realized there's too much traffic, and plus I didn't get out of work until now.
Yeah,
So.
it takes forever with the traffic, eh?
Yeah.
Thank God I don't have that to do.
I'm just tired.
You're tired.
I'm exhausted. I've been
Because
up.
all
I've
the
been up
money you've
since
got
5.
coming in is going out in interest
Good point.
payments. Well, you know, what do your payments come to in a month?
His?
No, yours.
Mine?
Total, all your payments.
I'm almost close to $900 a month.
So what are his? They've got to be 3 times that.
Yeah.
Well, how does he afford it? Well, he's falling behind.
Well, he's falling behind. He's just making his own. I made my stuff here. I brought you what he owes. Originally, the $20,000 is the credit card. You don't mind if I just get comfortable here because I have a bad back.
Yeah,
so
no.
I'm gonna. Sorry, I don't mean to be too comfortable, but it's okay. I need to support my back.
Oh. No, you better look after that boy, I'll tell you.
Well, I had an accident many years ago,
Yeah.
and I've never been the same since.
No.
My feet are clean, my apologies, but they are.
20, 35, 55. Well, this is, yeah, so he's got 60,000, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And this is it? This is it? This is the total?
Yeah, it's all on credit card, because he's been making some payments, and then also he's been doing cash withdrawals.
Yeah, okay.
And all his stuff is being sent to his office, which obviously I didn't know, because he told me he didn't have debt. So,
Yeah.
as you know, as we discussed over the phone, we had a bit of a fallout, a serious fallout, so I was concerned.
You have children?
No.
No, okay.
So then after when he couldn't make it, and then I told him I was coming to your house, he was concerned, and I just, I said that your family was going to be here. You mentioned that they would probably be here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So.
So, you know the difference between secured debt and credit cards are not secured. They're just...
Unsecured.
Yeah, they're unsecured.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that before.
This is the total of his unsecured debt.
Right.
Okay. So we just have to get, the account numbers and that. That is it. I mean, he doesn't have any personal, with the banks or credit lines or anything like this? Against the house or anything like that?
Oh,
No,
I hope
that's
not.
fine.
Like, how would I find that out?
Well, the house is in your name too?
The house is in my name as
Yeah,
well.
well, you'd have to sell it, or sign it. Sign the mortgage document, the security documentation, so there is none,
Oh, okay.
right? Well,
Not to my knowledge, because
you haven't signed.
No, I haven't signed.
No, that's okay. I just want to be sure I've got everything, and if I have, well, this is it. You've already made out your form, so we have that. Do you want to take back, well...
I need a form for him.
Yeah, I've got that.
Okay.
I've got that. There it is.
Oh, thank you so much.
Where it talks about, they have a column applicant 2 or something like this,
That-
well, don't worry about it.
I just leave that blank, because there'll be two separate
You
applications.
just do the number 1,
Okay,
okay?
yeah.
The other thing is, I've given you already, my card, business cards, these are new ones. Give one to your husband, you keep one,
Oh,
they're
ones?
new.
Okay.
I know that he was, you know, he doesn't know who he's dealing with, okay?
Well, he doesn't, that's why he
No,
asked me to ask some
But
questions.
you given that, that's my resume, my personal resume of my background.
Mhm.
And, I will make a list here, of some of the things we need, from him. We need the same thing from you, too,
Mhm.
when we have our meeting. I'm just gonna make, little tick marks here. Birth certificate. Valid driver's license, I need a copy of that. Social insurance number, have to have that.
Yeah, sure.
You don't have any separation agreement. Vehicle ownership, I need that. Does he have any life insurance policies?
No.
You
I was
don't
trying
either?
to convince, I don't.
Okay, well, that's fine.
I was trying to get him to do that, but obviously we can't, because we don't have the extra money right now.
Okay, do you have RSPs, stocks,
No.
bonds, no
No.
pension documents? Okay. No business incorporation. All credit cards, well, we'll get all that.
Yeah.
You don't have lease agreements or anything like that?
For houses?
Cars?
Or cars? No, we're financing our cars.
Okay, that's fine. That's all secured debt.
I could see you have a lot of experience with CIBC, doing a lot of financing
Mm-hmm.
experience. Financial background.
Your home, you've had it for what, several years?
About 5 now.
Okay, that's fine.
Do I need anything for that?
No, I just, if you just bought a house, I need a copy of the purchase sale agreement, that's all.
What,
You don't,
What kind of agreement?
purchase sale.
Okay.
You don't have any judgments, or he doesn't have any judgments or garnishes?
I'm sure I would know about that if
You don't?
somebody would be calling my
Yeah.
house or
Okay, well,
harassing me, I think.
you don't have any court, you don't have anything that involves court documents or anything like this?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Now, I need, for both of you, I need, the last, 2 years of income tax returns,
Okay,
'Cause they've
so
been-
that'd be 2014
13 and
and
14.
13, 14.
Yeah,
Okay.
not 15. And you've got the notices of assessment for them.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
because we didn't owe any money.
That's fine, that's what I need
Okay.
for both of you. The other thing is, I want you present a bank account, or how do you do that?
We have separate bank accounts, but
All
with
with the
CIBC.
same bank?
Yeah, with CIBC.
Well, you're gonna have to change them. You're gonna have to change to another bank that you don't have any dealings with it whatsoever, because of these credit cards.
I don't have any credit cards with CIBC.
Okay, well, that's fine then.
Do I still have to change?
He doesn't have any either, eh?
No.
Okay, well, that's good.
Okay,
Then you
so
don't have
we
to
left
change
out
the
then.
account. Yeah.
Good,
you
'cause
don't-
that's a habit.
Because you see, what can happen, the banks have what they call right of offset.
Uh-huh.
When you sign up for the accounts, they have it, don't worry. And it just seems that they have a right to offset a balance on a credit card against any money that you've got in the bank.
Right.
They could snap it just like that.
Wow.
Okay.
You just go in and take all your money.
Yeah, because they have a right. You've signed all that.
Yeah.
So, anyways, you don't have with any accounts with CIBC, and that's great, because that's
I guess I'm lucky then.
you're lucky, yeah.
My mom banks with CIBC. She swears by them, but.
Oh, well, that's all right. Okay, I'll fix that. Yeah, we have that. Now, I need a copy of their latest mortgage statement, just showing what's owing.
Mhm.
You'll have one up until whatever, you might have got one in December, or no, not December, but earlier this year, or maybe just last year, so that'd be good enough.
Yeah, I think I have that.
Okay, I need that.
I have to look for it all, especially
You own the house, so
Yeah.
what I need is a letter of opinion from a realtor,
Okay,
giving their estimation of the value of the house on a forced sale basis.
okay,
Forced sale, that means we've got to sell this house right away, we've got a mortgage on it, we want the house sold, you know, and, you know, we want it done right away. So that's called forced sale.
so
where
so they know how much it would cost at this time if I had to
They
sell it?
want to, we want to know what the house is worth on a forced sale basis. In other words, you might say it's worth $350,000, but forced sale might put it at, I don't know, $290, something like that.
Oh, wow, so you're
Fast,
the,
a real fast sale. It's not going up in the
so
normal.
like a similar like to a foreclosure or something?
Well, yeah, yeah,
Something that's
Yeah.
lower, okay.
yeah, forced sale.
Uh-huh.
It says here, forced sale. So, actually, everything there is, everything I've ticked without an X, I need a copy of, for both of you, okay?
Okay.
And then that's fairly simple, fairly straightforward. Now, that's really starting to go through some stuff here fast. That's what I need. And it's fairly simple, because his is straightforward. So,
His is straightforward, like was mine,
yeah.
yeah,
So if you've got basically the same thing, great.
yeah.
We get snapping on that pretty fast.
Well, I really appreciate you gave me this, because obviously he would want to know more about you.
Yeah.
And,
The other thing is, when we get down to signing the documentation
yeah?
for the court officer, because
Who's the court officer?
well, Chad is, you know, they're an extension of a court officer. They are court officers. The trustees
okay, yeah,
are
you
court
mentioned
officers.
Chad,
Yeah, he isn't a directly a court officer, but his boss is.
who's his boss?
Graham Whitehead.
Oh, okay.
He's in the same office.
Okay, that's, you mentioned, was that a Harbor or something like that? Yeah.
So they will, you know, they'll do the filing and all that. It's a very straightforward thing. And when they file it, it's all done through the internet, through the court, this type of thing. And then all of these creditors are advised, you know, by internet, by, you know, electronic mail. And within, they have 45 days to make any complaints back saying, well, that's not enough, because we'll be offering so much money, okay?
Are you talking about the creditor?
Yeah, we'll in the process, we'll be offering X number of dollars for that account, which of course is a hell of a lot less than what you owe right now.
Yeah, I think you mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, you know, 25 cents on the dollar or something like that.
Yeah.
But a lot of this will depend too on what your earnings are and what your assets are, all this type of thing. So, generally speaking, though, we get down around that area. Once we've determined that, let us say it's 25 cents on the dollar. So you've got 90,000 all told. So 25 cents on the dollar is $22,500.
Right.
Okay. You've got. They set up an account. No money in it, but they set up an account. 22.5. It's payable over 5 years with no interest.
That's me. My husband and I both have 5 years each, or just
Yes,
just
5
5
years.
years in total. Okay.
Yeah, 5 years. Well, yeah, 5 years each. So, but it's all the same difference, isn't it? If you start today, you both got 5 years.
How long have you had your company, Prudent Debt? How long have you been around?
Well, I've been doing this about 3-4 years now. But my company, I set it up about 1.5 years ago.
Oh, nice.
And I advertise in the Spectator in Hamilton.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
So
and I have a website too. The website's mentioned on the business card. But there's not a lot on the website right now, but I'm going to be putting on more
Yeah, I remember the website. I was surprised because I know that you're, well, I guess is the correct word, affiliated? Oh,
Well, I have to be careful when if I say I'm affiliated. I have really no legal attachment to Farber at all. I work as an independent. I take the business to them because they have to do the filing.
Oh, okay.
But we're not, that's the only relationship, is I know them and I deal
But
with
you
them.
worked with them before, though. You mentioned that you
Oh yeah,
worked
I've
with
always worked through them,
Through them.
with them. You know, I have
like
to be,
I guess like a contractor then.
well, like a contractor.
Like you're a private contractor,
But
you have your own company.
I don't
and you
have
bring
any
them business.
legal attachment to them at all. So when you say contractor, I don't sign a contract with them or anything like that.
Well, they don't pay you. You get
no,
paid.
exactly. They don't pay me.
Oh, okay.
They don't pay me.
Yeah, whatever money you make is whatever business you bring
Yes,
in.
it's mine.
So the money, say for instance, my husband, I pay you.
Yeah.
It goes directly to you.
To me.
Yeah.
I don't pay them. They don't pay me. What's the other thing there? So you have that 5 years to pay off on your deal with no interest, which is pretty good when you think about it. You get out of all your debt, because you'll never get out of it.
What's killing me is the interest.
Well, it's not only that, it's the way it's amortized. I mean, you look at your statement, it'll say,
I never pay it off.
yeah, 22 or 25 years or something like that. I mean, it's ridiculous what it says.
Yeah, it is too much.
And we're going to get you out of it and get set up with proper budget and all that, and you shouldn't have any more troubles after that. Once that's set up, you've got one payment to make on a month, and it'll come out automatically out of your bank account.
So, because I obviously I've been doing research, because I have to learn about what I'm doing, because my husband forced me to learn so much, and that's why
I know.
He doesn't trust me, but look at what he did to me, right? So obviously, you know.
You have to build trust again.
No, and I'm not, I believe in trust, and and in business or as a business person, I think, it's important that you're responsible for your own knowledge, whatever you learn, right? So if you're not sure about something, you just ask, or if you're confused. So like everything, in business, everything is about trust as well. So if people have to trust you to work with you, and that's just how it is. So that's why, I took it upon myself as well, because I want to learn not only the process, which is easy, but at the same time there's a lot of background stuff that happens that's important for me to know, because then I explain it to him. He's not a very patient man, so then, if I don't explain things to him, and if he doesn't trust the process, then I'm going to have problems.
Well, he's under a lot of stress too.
And he's
That's why he blows up.
he's putting, well, you look at my face, I'm stressed, right? I haven't slept, I've been awake since 5 a.m.
Yeah.
So, and of course I make effort to come here. So, please don't mind if I ask questions, because, I want to make sure that he has, make or whatever. But in that case, so this document here from 8 Farber. Okay, so Chad gave you this, right? This is what I have to fill out for Chad?
That's the questionnaire.
The questionnaire. This is the same one that you gave me. Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. Okay.
So he should make that out with his information, not any
with his
mixed
information.
up with yours.
So then, when we finish all of this stuff, and then we hand it back into you, so then my next meeting will be, I guess, with you and Chad and my husband, the 4 of us?
Yes.
When do I have to send payment? Do I have to send you cash, or can I send it to you by online banking?
Yeah, online banking.
Online banking?
Yeah.
Do I have
Well,
that information, Michael?
Well, just send it to the email address on my card.
Oh, like an email money transfer, by email.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
And I will make the appointment when you're ready with Chad. Both of you have to come to that. After that's done, you both have, there's 2 meetings you have to attend, and you could do these in Toronto, at the Toronto office. Okay? These are really sitting down with a lady, normally it's a lady, and she's familiar with the whole process, and she will take you through how you should be setting up she'll help you set up a budget.
A lady? What's her name?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know who they're going to use over here.
Oh, okay.
There's
Because I
different
understand
people.
that, because this is called a consumer proposal,
Yeah.
right? So for a consumer proposal, you said that there's a court officer, but isn't there also
Well, he's licensed.
a trustee?
Well, the trustee is the court officer.
Oh, the trustee is a
He's
so
licensed. He's licensed.
Oh, so Chad is a trustee.
No, he isn't, but his boss is.
Oh, Graham.
Yeah.
Graham.
You might not even see him, but
Oh,
he
okay.
will sign off on all this stuff behind
Well,
the
so he
scenes.
has to authorize everything. So basically, get all the information. Chad looks at it, gives it to him, and then all of that.
You won't even see him probably.
Well, I won't even see it.
No.
Okay. All right.
It's all
then.
transparent. The thing that I wanted your husband to know
Yeah.
is that there's two things. There's bankruptcy, which you're not doing, and there's consumer proposals.
That's
Now,
what I'm doing.
at one time,
Yeah.
it wasn't that many years ago, there's only one way you could go, and that was a bankruptcy.
Really?
Oh, yeah. They didn't always have consumer proposals. And these
Because they're fairly
really,
new?
well, let's say in the last 15 years.
Oh, okay.
Okay? So they gave people a much easier way of getting out of their mess. Because bankruptcy was, I don't like taking people into that type of thing.
Well, bankruptcy
It's-
kind of messes you up a little.
Well, yeah, 7 years, and it's a real pain in the butt.
Mm.
Consumer proposal, your life is yours again in 3 years. You know?
Right.
Even though you're going off with it for 5 years, you know, you can get another credit card probably. You might have to within, say, a year and a half. And they might even give you a limit without
Like sending a
security.
credit card.
You know, in other words,
Lucky
there's two ways of doing
crazy
it.
people.
You can prepay it.
Mhm.
In other words, you're borrowing your own money every month.
Right.
But what they want to see is that you can make those monthly payments on a regular basis.
Mhm.
That's how you rebuild your credit.
Mhm.
I don't know what else your husband really wanted to ask me.
Oh, I know, because he already told me if it's okay if I ask.
Oh, no, ask anything, yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, it's mostly for him, because I already trust you. It's just,
Yeah.
he asked me some specific questions, and, you know, basically, he just wanted to know more about your business, you know, how long you've been around, and, you know, how many, do you get a lot of clients, like in the last 5 years or on a yearly basis? How much business do you
I
send
just
to
had a fellow
Carver?
phone me today out of the blue.
Yeah.
And I'm meeting with him tomorrow in Dundas.
Yeah.
Now, his situation, he was rambling on. What I picked out of it was he was living with his girlfriend out west. So
Yeah.
that all fell through.
Yeah.
And now, any of his statements on his credit cards are going to her, but she rips them up.
Right,
Okay?
so he's not getting
So
that.
I'm going to say to him, well, look, you've got your credit cards, haven't you? Yes.
Mhm.
Well, then you phone all the credit card companies and tell them what's happened. Send the statement to your new address.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. So we'll go through all that, you see, he and I. And I've got it.
But on an average, Michael, like, I mean, obviously you do this full time, right?
You know,
So.
I've got 3 others on the go right now.
Yeah, well, this is your bread and butter, so you have to do it full time. But how, like, yearly, how many clients do you deal with on a
Well, I
yearly
mean,
basis?
it really has started, it takes you a while, you know.
Yeah, because I could see that you've built a rapport and
Yeah.
you're dealing with one company that you trust.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
As you know Farber.
Yes. Oh, yes.
And you trust them, you know
Oh,
them
yes.
well, you feel,
Absolutely.
you know, you obviously feel
Good
comfortable.
people to deal with.
Yeah, and you know, you don't want to deal with anybody else, because I heard that they're one of the best and
Oh, yeah.
biggest companies in.
Well, they just bought out. They've got now another, I think, 25 offices, but it's more in northern Ontario,
Yeah,
and they were never up there before.
yeah, so by you bringing them business, they obviously like it, and they're gonna want that rapport, you know?
Yeah. They love it.
Why wouldn't they, right?
Exactly.
But,
Now, another thing your husband might say, well, how do they get paid?
how
Well,
do they get paid?
okay,
Right, yeah, because the
because
money
they're
I
not
give
going to
you-
charge you anything.
Oh, they're not
No.
gonna charge.
Because when those accounts for you and your husband are set up,
Mhm.
they are permitted to take a portion of those monthly payments.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
My monthly payments that I'll be
They take
paying
a,
after.
yeah, and I mean, once you've paid them, that's out of your hands. They just,
So I just worry about my monthly payment.
yeah,
They take their cut.
they're getting
You
it,
get your,
they're getting
your
it out of
money.
the creditors. That's all set up.
Uh-huh.
That's all, everybody knows how the game works. It's
Yeah.
all set up under government legislation. There's nothing to worry about.
But I know you're not affiliated, but wouldn't it like also help promote your business if you did like, or I don't know if on your website or even advertise that you
No,
work
I
with
don't
them?
put anything in there about Farber.
No.
No. They would take issue with that.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Well,
You're giving them
well,
business.
they don't want me to be putting up on my website anything to do with them, because see, it can be misconstrued by people that I'm affiliated or I'm working for them, and it could never be straightened out, you know.
No, that's okay. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not that I don't trust you. It's just that, you know, like, because my husband, this is why I'm asking, is because my husband, you know, he has a, what do you call that website? What's it called? It's a business website. It's like Facebook, but for business. It's, Link, or...
Oh, LinkedIn?
Yes.
LinkedIn, yeah.
Yes.
I'm
and-
on LinkedIn.
You are?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. So, he mentioned, because I gave him your name, he just looked up your name, so he found you, and then, you know.
Did it say anything about a Farber
Yes,
when he looked it up?
yes,
Well, that's not there anymore.
but it's not there anymore?
No, that's
Yeah.
not there anymore. I had to take it off.
Oh, because that's where he was confused, and,
No,
I
no.
mean, for me, it doesn't make a
Well, there's
difference,
no confusion
honestly.
anymore. It's been taken off.
Like that, you mean the whole thing's taken off?
Well, I innocently just put it on with Farber, showing Farber there. Well, they didn't want that. They
Oh.
told me, please take it off.
Because you're advertising that you're working with them, you mean?
Yeah, it can be misconstrued in so many
Right.
ways. I work for myself.
You work for
I
yourself,
take-
yeah.
I take business over to them. They handle it legally, and that's fine. Everybody, we're happy with that.
Yeah, I
They're
mean,
happy with it, I'm happy with it.
I mean, there's so many, because obviously I've been doing my research about different trustees, and there's so many different kinds of trustees, like Sklar and Associates, and obviously, Farber.
They all work the same way too. I mean, you know, they're all trustees under the Bankruptcy Act, they're licensed,
Mhm.
and they have to work the
There's
same
so many,
way.
there's so many companies,
Oh, yeah.
and one's bigger than the other.
Well, it just makes you realize how much trouble there is out there.
I know, when I looked up consumer proposals and bankruptcies, and I looked up trustees in Ontario and in Canada, I was just
Mhm.
blown away. And then, you know, I realized as well that, you know, there's a lot of people that are in trouble,
Mhm.
including myself.
Mhm.
And so I was looking for like a reputable firm, because at the same, I actually fell onto your website by accident, because I was looking at debt settlement or something like that, or reducing debt. And then of course your name just popped up, because I guess in your website you have the word debt, so it's like a keyword,
Yeah.
like your title, right?
Mhm.
So that's how I
Yeah,
found you,
yeah,
and,
yeah.
you know, I have family that lives in Hamilton, and then,
Yeah.
you know the story, that's why
Mhm.
we met up in the first place.
Mhm.
But then after learning all of this stuff, I understood as well that these firms are really big, and a lot of them don't have time to do that one-on-one, you know,
Oh, no.
with people. And they would, I guess the word would be, would it
They
be
are more than
outsourced?
glad.
Yeah,
for me
would
to
it be
take
like
business to
outsourcing
them.
or something, or wanting business to come in, or,
Well, yeah, I mean, they do their own advertising,
yeah.
but they're glad for me to take this business to them.
Well, yeah, you could just, how did you choose Farber? Like, how do you know that they were reputable?
Well, a friend of mine who I was working with in Kitchener had always dealt with them.
Oh, okay.
So I naturally just gravitated to them.
So your friend still is obviously working with Farber then?
Oh, yeah, Alex Hunson worked with them, taking business to them. He sent a lot of business to them.
But how
I
much
mean,
business
talking
would you
about
have
a lot
to
of
take,
money.
like, on a yearly basis? Like, how many
I don't have
clients
to take
do you-
anything.
Hmm?
I don't have to take anything to them.
What do you
I don't have to take it. I can go to another firm.
Oh, no, absolutely,
No.
absolutely,
Yeah.
but, like, I'm just saying, like, how much volume do you do? Like, I know you do a lot, but you say a rough number, like, how many clients do you take to Farber, say, on a yearly basis?
Well, like I said to you before, I started this. It's a slow process.
Yeah,
It's a slow process. How many accounts I've taken to them since but it's building now. It's starting to build, and I've become quite busy. So when you start talking numbers, let's look at it on the basis of, I started this, say, in the last year. So, like I say, it's a slow process. But once it starts, and it has started, I can be very busy.
so you would say,
And I don't do this. Jessica. I'm 76 years old. I don't need money. I do it because I like to do it.
well, yeah, like, I mean, you have an extensive financial background, and this
Yeah.
is just an extension
Yeah.
of what you would normally do anyways. CIBC,
Yeah.
you know, and there's a lot of experience and things like that.
Mhm.
But, yeah, I was just, you know, it's kind of like everything in life, right? You're networking and building relationships, and of course,
That's right.
knowing, because even though you're a business person, you have to know people in corporations that you feel comfortable with, that you know them, they want to work with you, right? And then the networking, then you feel more comfortable, and then you could start bringing business. But, you know, like everything is difficult. Everything is difficult in life.
Well, they're more than happy for me to refer business to them. Because as I refer them business, even though they advertise, that's business they didn't get on their own.
Right.
And I'm not getting anything from them, and I'm not giving them anything, you know, other than the business.
Yeah, but like you said, like, you know, there's a fine line, right? So, but at the same time, they don't mind that you have, like a website, like they're aware that you have a website and
Oh,
you're,
yeah.
yeah?
But I've got to be careful that I don't put their name there or anything like that.
Okay.
You know, I just can't do it. You know, they've got their name. Otherwise, if they allowed me to say I work with Farber, you know, they can't control me because and I'm not paid
Well, yeah,
by them.
if you worked for Farber, then you would
I mean,
have
they're
an
very good to
office
me.
there, you know,
They're very good to me. You know, they allow me to take business of them, and that's fine.
yeah.
You know.
But it would be nice if you had some sort of kickbacks or something, though, right? Because you're doing all the work for them.
Oh, I get paid. My clients pay me. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. I can't see that. I can't really see that they'll ever particularly do anything for me. They never did anything for Alex, and he sent them a pile of business.
Yeah.
He must have sent them, oh Jesus, when I was over there on a day, he must have sent them like 8 accounts a week.
Wow, that's a lot. But at this point, you're not
But right
doing 8
now-
accounts, you're probably doing one.
Right now, what I've got on the go right now, they're going to be taken to Farber all at once.
Well, the
So,
last 3
right.
accounts, and then
Yeah,
plus
I mean,
mine and my husband.
So it's really started for me. It started to get busy.
Yeah.
I started to get busy.
But in the
So-
last year, you've sent them something, obviously.
Oh yes, I have. Oh yeah. And they keep a record of it.
Yeah?
Oh, they keep a record of it. They keep a record. I don't keep a record of it.
Well, yeah, I guess not.
You know, I just get, you know, my clients pay me, that's fine. I look after them. If you ever need to know anything about where things stand with them, with your account, with Farber, I can get that anytime.
So when I my husband and I finally sign our paperwork,
Yeah.
Do I have to meet you and Chad at
I will
their
take
office?
you in. I will take you in.
We would go all together to
I
Farmer's
will
office?
take you that I represent you,
Oh, okay.
and they're quite happy with that.
Oh, okay. And then, yeah.
Because they know that they can't, anything I bring to them is just gravy.
Right.
And I do a lot of work with you that they can't do. I mean, they're open 5 days a week. I'm open literally 7 days a week.
Well, yeah,
You know,
but because you work from home.
Yeah, and you got questions at any time,
Yeah.
just call me.
I'm a kind of a people person, as you know. I'm a little old school. I like to see papers, you know, in front of me and you know, things like that. So I like, you know, this whole internet and technology kind of annoys me sometimes. It's very impersonal. I like to meet people. I like to know who I'm meeting. I like to know their names. I like to, you know, call me a dinosaur, but I'm old school that way.
I enjoy doing this because I'm helping people.
Yeah.
You know, maybe that sounds corny. I make a little
No,
a little bit of money, but I don't need it.
Yeah.
I don't need this. Faye is my wife.
But you're retired,
Her
I mean,
own right,
technically.
she's very wealthy.
Yeah.
Faye is, because she comes from Barbados.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow,
met her
I would never have known.
No.
I guess.
She's white as the driven snow. But I worked down there 5 years, you see, in the 60s, 65 to 70. And no, all her money is sugar plantations and.
Oh wow, that's old money.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, yeah.
It was back a long
I wouldn't know
time.
that kind of money.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get the new money.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's true. I knew you know, all her uncles and all that. We were all good friends, and they managed big plantations, like 750 acres, and in fact, her family is probably one of the biggest landowners in Barbados. You know, as companies, because they got several companies.
Oh wow.
But they've got thousands of acres of land.
Plantations, sugar, and all that. It's
Yeah.
amazing. I thought, because when you think plantations, you're thinking, of course, the stereotype of America, right?
Yeah.
Plantations here, I didn't know that there's still plantations in Barbados.
Yeah. Well, you know, I know the one plantation they had, it was very similar to the old type plantations, because every morning her Uncle Wyatt, would get up at 5 o'clock. He'd meet his manager at the steps. Like, he'd be standing up here and they'd be standing down here.
Right.
Not for any particular reason, it's just that he would happen to be, he came out after breakfast and they were there and he gave them the orders for the day.
Yeah.
How are we doing with so-and-so and so-and-so and all that? Well, look, why don't you just start, I'd like you to start up there. In fact, when the cane started to get cut, well, let's do this field